Okay. Hello, Darius. Staying warm? Only home for a bit? How you doing up there, Frank the Tank? You holding it down up there in Canada? Winter sucks. That's what my dad just said. I told him you're just waiting for summer so you can say summer sucks, and that you need cool and cold weather so you can do more projects. Hello, Builder Dude. You should be at Darius's house this week. Hello, Darrell. Lots of ice, but no time to drill holes. Darius needing a bigger boat with all that tackle. Darius, have you been loading up? David? How art thou? Hello, Johnny J. What's new? Holding it down in Georgia? Marty likes chipping ice. Will y'all see ice like on the edge of the lake, Darius? Hello, BBC. What do you think about the elites next couple weeks starting in Bama? I think that should be great. I hope it's cold as a witch's titty. The bay's iced over. Wow. It's kind of cool. Thank you, BBC. Haven't heard officially if Ike retired. I tried to skip around in his podcast last night, and it kind of sounded like he was hinting at that. I don't know that if he ever said that he was, but who knows? Hello, Ryan. Yeah, so I got the wild hair. I wanted to spray these balsa wood baits in a new crawl design. So I made one. I feel like Ike does this though. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is not the first time we've heard this. I don't know if any of y'all know the significance of this color, but you'll learn. Like the one color early in the year that's crazy bright that they will eat in 10-foot visibility. Do many people follow Ike? Yeah, I think a lot do. He said there was, I thought I heard him say when I was watching the replay of his live that there was 600 watching. And anytime I've seen one of his Ike lives, I get more people on my streams than he's had. Because I'll see when he does a live and get on YouTube and there'll be 20 people. I'm thinking to myself, you're Mike Iaconelli. Why don't you have anybody watching your live streams? Maybe he's got 20 people on YouTube and 1,000 on Facebook. I don't know. But maybe 600 were watching because he said he had the huge announcement. He's the worst at that, though. I've had $1 for every time Ike said something was going to be like some groundbreaking message. He plays that card a lot, I feel like. Maybe too much. Maybe too much. City Limits Fishing was a great show. I agree. His demographic is probably more comfortable with Facebook. Possible. Yeah, I think Ike the OG clickbait king? I don't know why. I feel like for them to be so involved in like marketing and production and that kind of stuff, that all his like social media stuff has never been strong. Like, to me, he's never had like a great something. He's get on my nerves, always hollering. The only thing, I didn't mind Ike hollering. I've always loved Ike and thought he was great for the sport and a good ambassador for bass fishing and all that kind of stuff. My issue with Ike has always been audio levels. If you're watching bass fishing, or you're watching his show, or you're watching a tournament that he's in, and you can hear everybody's voice and the audio levels are set appropriately. And then Ike screams out of nowhere and it like blasts your eardrums. And it really would make me mad. Because you're sitting there enjoying it's like watching a golf tournament and then somebody's like, oh yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And it like rattles the room. Ike has I already signed these. It was just stupid and served no purpose. It did serve a purpose, Builder Dude. It made people talk about him. And it also, the biggest key in Iaconelli's screaming was that it made people hate him. And we all know what hate drives. Maybe we don't, but I'm telling you what hate drives. Clicks and views. They're not, Builder Dude. This is the forgotten batch of baits that I set on for an entire year because I didn't want to paint them post cold water. So I got this batch of baits at a weird time last year, and I just put off doing them until now. I don't hate him. I just turn him off. A lot of people hate him. Still, I don't understand why, but there's still a lot of people that hate him. There are still a lot of people that hate him. No, these are yours, Builder Dude. These are yours. This might be the yellow and red one is the I believe it is the Risto mod. This one. It's got a round bill on it. This one looks like your kind of like your MP Fat. You tell me. I think this was a Risto mod. So we did 2 crawls. The bright and the natural. I've been saving these for a year to do in a crawl. I've had it on my mind. So I'm going to save those, and I'm going to do it when it's cold. Maybe when I unmask them, you'll be able to tell better what they are. I'm pretty sure these are the Risto mods. Hello, Clay. What's new? Tell me something good. Six Senses live on Whatnot. If anybody's interested, if anybody wants to go shopping. Those are from March. Yep. Roughly about that time. Roughly about that time. And I thought they were February dates. So that's why they're here. That's why they're here. Their new chatter. You know, I thought about having one of those at the Classic. just for shits and grins. Correct, Phil. Different blade, though. Headed home from a decent morning sesh. Did you have to break ice at the ramp? Did you have to drag a rig? No, not round. I hate round. I hate anything other than coffin. I've shown off my one I used to build. I've got my old ones I used to build. It's not the same blade that I'll show you in a minute. I don't think, I might be wrong, but I do not think this blade exists on any chatterbait. It might be floating out there and I haven't seen it, but I don't think so. I don't even know where my chatterbaits are. Maybe in here? Maybe? Like I said, I don't really have a clue. Let's see. That might be one that looks like it. But this would not be. This would not be the exact. Ow, son of a bitch. Oh, there you go. This would not be the exact bait. Head would probably look similar. This is just my this is my illegal homemade version. This was being made before the jackhammer. Good bait. Your logbook. Balance is restored. What are you, a cop? Yeah. Made it looks a little late for the show and tell. Ice the ramp, but Let me get back to clay. Caught a 4 on the chandelier and 2 on the drop shot. Dude, I always forget about the chandelier, dude. The thing, like when people tell me they catch fish on that, I always think, yeah, that thing is really good this time of year. Yo, guys. Not caught a fish on a vibe jig. That's probably why you haven't caught one, builder dude. You haven't thrown one. Those things are kryptonite. Morgan, skin chandelier. I wish. There you go, Morgan. Ed Gein. Talk about a creep. Oh, BBC. I thought you were about to say crawl. It's one of my irks. Sorry if y'all use that. Swindle does, and I think he's the one. He's the one that says it, and it gets under my skin. Mainly just him. When referencing a crawfish or a crawl type crankbait, he will say crawl, CRAWL. Be on the lookout. There's lots of people that use the word crawl. But Swindle does it, and for whatever reason, it cuts me to my core. Blue crawl. Gator, you like those eyes? I like the little beady, little black and white eyes. Same. It drives me insane, especially when asking about specific colors off my website. What are you adding? What are you adding in L? Yes. I've never understood it either. I've never understood it. I think it's hilarious, though, that BBC is the only comment that gets blocked. Show comments on stage. What is this? What does this do? Oh, I have to pay for that. I can enable chat overlay. How much does that cost? That's kind of cool. Glad you share the same irk as me, AJ. I've been keeping it a secret for many years, but it's a new year. It's time for me to come clean. The algorithm nailed down who is the mole. I think you're right. I think we all knew. But nature finds a way. What other irks do you have? Y'all have words that bother you? Like the way they sound? Like I know a lot of people don't like the word moist. There was a time in my life where I also didn't like the word biscuit. I just didn't like how it sounded when people said it. It made me feel icky. Walmart or Walmart's? I think you can go either way. That's not even a little ick. I will put people in chat timeout. Damn, AJ's real mad about it. Use guys. I've never. I don't know that I've ever heard anybody say use guys. Except in. They don't even say it in Goonies. Sloth doesn't even say it in Goonies, does he? Hey, you guys. No, he said you guys. Kroger's instead of Kroger. Is that a popular one? Is that a popular ick? Saying Kroger's? Gator, down here where I live, everything's Coke. Never heard anybody growing up say pop or soda. Everything was Coke. I don't like it when my wife says Sonics. So making singular words plural seems like a common ick. Kroger's is popular around these parts. Corey, what the hell are you doing, dude? I'm just sitting here talking about words that make people feel icky. Showing off crankbaits. Kroger's is kind of an ick. Who knew? We don't even have Kroger. See, I said Kroger. When people say the time with an O, such as it's 10:05, it's 10:05. I think I think I do that. 10:05. Such disrespect. Illinois? No S? Grandma house. It was always Walmarts and Kmart's. Your favorite job is almost done. 11. Builder dude, you should be. I guess I don't know. Builder dude, does the cold hinder you or does it speed you up? Man, I hope we never get a Kroger. Then I'll never be able to unhear people saying Kroger's. What do people say? Like, oh, I went over to the Kroger's. And I got to go to Kroger's and get some groceries. Hawaii. Do y'all did y'all watch the DC lady on Zaldane's podcast? She was pretty informative. She basically said all the pro fishermen were idiots, which was funny. Hello, John. It's 2:45 or whatever. That is a little annoying. You rather than just say 2:45. It's a hinder at times. Garage gets too cold for cutting bodies. Builder dude, I had a question. So I got this bait of yours. It's this one. It's small. It's a little flat side. Have you ever used that size stock, but a jumbo flat side? Just curious. That's another ick of mine, Chris, is when people not from like New Orleans say like Nolans or New Orleans, or like they have some weird way of saying New Orleans. Nolans is the one that really gets me. When they clearly don't have an accent, or like they're not from there and they're like, oh yeah, we're going to Nolans. It's like, no. Nolans. No, dude, this is little. This is teeny. It's like super thin. That's tiny. That's little. A garage heater. I don't know. I don't have my little caliper. I don't have my caliper. It's pretty small though. I got builder dudes and baits. Builder dude's got crankbaits coming. Waiting. That's what I was thinking, that it wouldn't be wide enough. The body wouldn't be wide enough to house the weight. You would need a longer, smaller weight. Because if you use the weight that you would use in the bigger stock, the radius of the weight would not fit in the little hole. Would that be the reason, or actual? I mean, that's got to be it, right? Oregon is spoken many different ways. Oregon. Chris out there wearing a cowboy hat looks like cultural misappropriation. Dude, when I saw the cowboy hat, when he said you got to wear the cowboy hat and dressing up fancy, I was thinking to myself, dude, this is like stolen valor. That's what I thought. It just didn't look. It just, yeah. That's pretty funny though. What's the pinky looking thing there on the plug table? You mean these? What else do I have? Anything interesting? Not a whole lot. Oh, look at this thing. It's like the one time a year I use my helping hands because I hate these pieces of shit because the joint is so wonky that the bait wants to touch. Oh, I despise these baits. I cannot tell you. I hate these baits more than Kroger's. Honestly, made it like two in the pod, and when she said who her son was, I couldn't go any further. I didn't know who he was. 2 minutes. Yeah, I didn't know who her son was. Jointed broomstick. I think this is this like an AC? I don't know what this is, but I hate it. I hate it. That's why. See that joint? Because I can't hang it and hold it by the tail because it's got so much flippy floppy slack in it that it touches. But it's got a pretty fancy paint job on it for a damn broomstick. It looks pretty good actually. Somehow, like if the lip slot didn't make it look like it's got a smile, if you covered that up, it looks pretty fishy. Looks pretty fishy. This is for an Elite Series Pro. Charge his ass double for that shit. Gator's got it figured out. Charge double. Let's see what Theo sent me. Y'all been watching Kyle Patrick's live fishing stream? I watched a few minutes of it. It looks pretty good. Picasso. Huh. That's a pretty ugly blade. Looks like something your line would get cut on. Looks like a weapon. Did you watch the one where Trait was just dragging Chris about his dumb decisions? No. I watched Poche after we talked about it last time. That one was okay. But that's the one where she got emo about Jerry McInnes giving her a shot, hooking her up with Wright and McGill, Eagle Claw. She tried to fuck it up though with Shimano. Sharpen the blade razor sharp to cut through the grass. Did they really do that on the Picasso? Does that blade have an edge on it? Wouldn't surprise me. Nasty Nate, what's going on? Oh, it wouldn't surprise me, Morgan. Make it like the make it like that razor blade that goes on your trolling motor to cut through the grass. Does anybody ever use that? Does that work? I got to go before I spend money. The wife is on a payoff mode. All right, Gator. What's on the bench? New crawls. Haven't done crawls. I don't think I did crawls last year at all. So I made a new stencil. I was feeling like I wanted something fresh. So that's what you get. Pretty intricate. Pretty intricate. I think that's one of Morgan, I believe it is correct. Builder Dude built those in March, and I didn't want to paint them in March because I felt like that was too late. So I saved them till now. Those are Marty's. Yeah, those are nasty. Those were from March of last year, and like I said, I didn't want to release those in March because I felt like that was not the right time. Those are January, February releases. So I sat on them till now. BBC, you don't think the razor blade on the trolling motor will cut through grass good? Just run over to Kroger's and get you some razor blades and put them on your New Orleans trolling motor. Yeah, you get a surprise, Builder Dude. You get a surprise. You get surprise money. Miss Builder Dude will be happy. There's a blade style mount you can get now. Razor blade on a trolling motor sounds like a Saw movie. Possible. All right. But no, what I'm going to do, I think with all the funds raised from this bait drop is going to materials for classic bait builds. But I gotta spend some damn money. I gotta spend some damn money. Burge has the stainless steel trolling motor prop. Didn't Motor Guide already do that? And we found out that that is not a good option. Where they were just like wrecking lower units. Because nothing flexed. Like they would just eat your damn trolling motor up. I am, Jeremy. Are you? I got the porch fixed. Now I got to start hocking baits off the wall to pay to buy the cedar Dutch lap siding that somebody thought would be a good idea to put on the side of our house. I have to price that shit, but it's a lot. It's a lot. At 2.5 hours, that's worth going, man. Later, Frank. Get a good nap. Next year. Nasty, are you going this year? Composite deck. Like Trex. Guys, is that what's on your house? It was expensive 75 years ago. Yeah, no shit. That's what I was thinking. Like, who would put this shit on their house? Especially down here. Like it's not a big house. Like it's a pretty small house, but apparently they spared no expense on the siding. 75 years ago is probably when our house was built. So I don't know. But I started getting an education a couple of nights ago. I was looking up, trying to find this shit, and the stuff kept popping up, like lap siding, and I was looking at it, and I was like, none of this is the same as what I've got. And then I saw the Dutch. It's got the little scoop. I was like, oh, that's what I need. Of course. It's a pain in the ass to paint. Yeah, I'm going to try and pre-paint it. Is the plan. Is the plan. Work has you buy the damn testicles. That's a shame. Saw one on this old house where the wood was extinct. The house was stone because the wood siding had actually petrified. I've always had a thing with the word petrified. Speaking of words, and it's dual meaning. And I've always caught myself saying it and thinking, did I just use that word correctly? This old house. That was a pretty good show. What's that, Bob Vila? What was his little? I guess that was what Tool Time was spun off of. You could sell 100 DT6 demons in 2 hours at Knoxville. Maybe. I don't know. I'll leave that to the DT6 guys. I'll leave that to the Folks Customs of the world. I don't know what the what's up, JP? I don't know what the hot ticket item is going to be at the Classic this year. We'll see. We'll see. Never can tell. Never can tell. Today on this old house. Today on this old house, we chipped this wood off with a fucking sledgehammer because it's so old, the shit turned to damn stone. Medusa plank. Medusa board. JP, did you get all those crankbaits clear coated? Like to crank cold water? Yeah, this is true. This is true. You did. I'll be damned. So you can wipe your hands clean of those damn things? Seemed like that was a lingering wart that would not go away. Damn, that's exciting. That is exciting. All right. I'm going to go clear coat all this shit. Emails incoming. Anything else I'm forgetting? Not that I can think of. Not that I can think of. Hold on, 5-inch glide. Who said that? Jeremy? Everybody's got one now. Everybody's got one now. It seems like seems like everybody in the swim bait world is cannibalizing each other. Because the only real thing to innovate with is scaling and shrinking. So somebody releases a bigger bait, and then somebody releases a smaller version, and then it seems like everybody's doing it at the same time. Gonna run an auction like the Crush. I watched a lot of that, Ryan. A lot. Prior, I love more than Kroger's love painting in the cold and clear coating. Clear coating is like shooting glass, liquid glass. Did Travis sell anything good? Yeah, he sold a lot of baits that I'd painted for him back in the day. That if I would have had a bunch of free money laying around that needed to be spent, that was burning a hole in my wallet, I would have probably bought his 2 crankbait lots. We talking about Belton clay, or is there another one? Five days of perfect smalley cranking weather. I don't even know what that would look like. Maybe one day the builder dude will have a glide, but not wood. Did anybody get one of Cliff's Black Label Hollywood Glides or whatever it's called? Need clouds, cold wind, and maybe tiny mist. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that. Sounds like Buzz Piece weather. That makes me want to throw a lipless. I bought one. It sucked. I heard that a lot, BBC. I heard that a lot. You're not the only one. You didn't get a weird one. Why sell it though? Like if you know they're wonky, just to make the money off that first run and then never make them again because they suck. Magnum spots bite better on cold, shitty days. I just like cold, shitty days. I can deal without the wind though. That's my only caveat is that if you can get the wind to lay down, I feel like you get those days at the end of November, 1st of December, to where you get that it happens every year. You get those like pissy kind of like, it's not like a downpour rain. It's just like a little spitter of rain and it gets cloudy. It's kind of cold, but it never, and the wind never blows. Like it just blows like a little bit. There's like a week of it at the end of November, 1st of December. And it's magical. Wouldn't know what to do if it weren't windy. AJ can feel a bite with a 30-foot loop in his line from fishing his whole life in the wind. All right. I know I've said this before, but I'm going to go clear cut these baits. That's the plan. All right. Y'all be good. Stay warm. We'll talk soon. Cranking a hog all day. All right. Y'all be good. Crank your hog.